Hey, Janessa. Thank you for being here. I am. I have a lot of stuff out, and if you are able to see later, Janessa, I would love your input on what I'm going to do or how it looks later on. But I'm going to do the intro. I'm going to put on one of these little lights. I'm on the side of my laptop first. I did charge all of them, all three of them. Hey, Janet. Hey, Fatty Cat. I'm good. I'm a little sleepy still from the weekend, but I'm good. And I brought this mirror over here because that's what I'm going to be looking into, and that's with that light on. Ooh, this is the one I took with me away. The first video of what I used. Um, hey, Sarah, that'll post tomorrow. The first two looks, and then looks 3 and 4 will air on the 16th. Yeah. Yeah, I had academy this weekend. I'm on faculty, and the day starts at 7 in the morning and ends at like 10:30 at night. And y'all know I be sleep at 7 in the morning, so it's always like, but it was good though. I do enjoy going. It's a labor of love because I enjoy helping people, and I absolutely adore um, working within the alternative community. So that feeds that part of my soul. This did look better with this light on over here, didn't it? Maybe not. I don't know. But yeah, let me go ahead and do the intro. I'm gonna put on City Beauty Sangria because my lips is dry. I have Mountain Dew over here, water, and Skittles. But it's hard to eat Skittles during lives because they're so freaking chewy. So, but I did eat like a handful before I started. So hello and welcome to those of you who may be new here, or if you never heard the intro before. My name is Dion, and I call this the crazy troll nation of YouTube. Why do I call it that? People ask sometimes. The crazy, just knowing it's okay to be your authentic self in a world where people will say, don't be like this, don't be like this, you should do that, you should do that. I'm telling you, be your authentic self. It is very freeing. Trust me on that. The troll part is not caring too much about the beauty community standards. You set the standard for yourself. Try not to feel like you need to use a certain brand, a certain tool, or a certain technique. Use whatever you want to, however you want to get your makeup on in a way that you are satisfied with it. Because I don't know about anywhere else, but us here at the Crazy Troll Nation, we believe in self-acceptance and self-love. Excuse me. Embracing your natural features, enhancing them if you want to, when you want to, but never feeling like you have to. Thank you for all the hearts. 2 things to know about me. Well, 3, because right now, for some reason, my nose is really runny. Yeah, I know that's gross. But the other 2 things to know about me is I randomly hiccup, gurgle, and belch. I try to be aware of it to say, excuse me. And for some reason, this weekend at Academy, I was hiccuping a lot. And this one time, this gurgle belch thing came up. And I'm looking around like I know everybody in this room heard that. And I just said, excuse me. The second thing is I curse because I curse. Actually, I did that backwards because usually I say I curse because I curse first, and then the organism thing. But y'all, we're gonna have fun tonight, and I know we always do. I have, and I know I always say I have a lot of stuff in front of me and on the sides of me, and I do. So, we're gonna play with this today from Mehron. I have a note here that told Nina something, so I'm gonna wait till I see her and mention that. But we're gonna play with this today because I want to see. Hey, Grace. Oh, you on your fashion channel? Look at you, fancy. You all fancy. Because I want to see how this white works because the white from Graftopian, it was not opaque, but then that was also my first time using that one. And thank you, Janessa. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up. So we're going to work with this today, and I'm excited. I am excited to get into this. And this is in my kit. I do have makeup sanitizer spray. So we're going to use that. And in using that, why does my phone keep lighting up? I do have here 2 washcloths, and I have a microfiber cloth. This sponge is wet. This one is dry. They're both from Shop AOA, but I purchased them from Amazon before I officially broke up with Amazon. But this is what they look like. This one's dry. This one's wet. And I have white eyeliner. I have a clear gloss. I have a deep black and blurple lipstick if I decide to put that on. This is glitter, a liquid glitter, so I have that here. I brought this whole thing over here because we are going to use, and this is for my kit. So we are going to use, I don't know if we'll use all three of them or not. I don't know. So we have that there. These are the most recent brushes that I purchased to use with the water paints. These ones with the clear handle, these are Mehron. These other two sets, this was one set that has the gold ferrule, and this is the second set. Both of these came from Temu. And for the members in here, I did a members post showing my chair. That came from Temu, y'all. Well, I ordered it from Temu. I don't really know where it came from because it was shipped by Amazon. And I'm like, I'm trying to get away from them. Ugh. But yeah, y'all, that chair is nice. And I have this over here to put the brushes in after I use the brushes. We have also barrier spray, which says you can spray before and after your application. We'll probably put this good old Amazon. I swore I was getting away from them. And so like Temu sent me tracking information and then it's by Amazon. I'm like, but anyway, y'all, that chair, if y'all seen it, that chair is nice. We have some glue here, rhinestone glue, because we may or may not play with gems again. May or may not. So that's there. I only brought. I keep saying brung because it's habit. One of my clients, his grandfather had told me, this was way back. He said brung isn't a word. I'm like, what? He said brung isn't a word. And I'm like, so what is it? He said brought. And I'm like, and I'm looking at him funny. He said, think of it this way. He said, if you bring something, you brought it. So it's like past tense, present tense. And if you buy something, you bought it. And so I'm like, I kept saying it over and over in my mind. And he said, okay, listen. He said, you bought. And so that's what stuck in my head. So when I hear myself saying brung, I'm like, brung's not a word. And then I'll say, but still, Ebonics is hard to get over. So I do still say brung quite a bit and I try to catch myself. But I brought this whole thing over here because I might be using the sponge tips. If we use the glue, we will. I'll put some on my palette and use this to dip on there and then dip here, because if I use the wand on me, I won't be able to use it on anybody else. And so, yep, it's usually the shipping cost elsewhere that gets me running back to Amazon. Me being a creature of habit doesn't help. The one says brang. Brang ain't a word either. And what tripped me out was when they put the word ain't in the dictionary. I'm like, y'all don't put ebonics in the dictionary. Because ain't, we know it's supposed to be is not. But depending on where you grow up, you say ain't. That is actually in the dictionary now. Well, it has been probably the last 30 years. But this is the glue. And so if I use the wand on me, I won't be able to use it on anybody else. And so that's why I brought the lipstick applicators over here. I was looking for the box of gold when y'all was in my hand. I am still exhausted. The phone didn't correct, Brian. You got any Ebonics phone? Okay, what else do I have here? Whew, child. These are gems. I used, I think, 3 of these in a clown look I did that will air tomorrow. So I had to change the number of clown look number 3 to troll episode number 12, 13. I did go through all of my troll play pictures. And so instead of like, okay, troll play episode 2 or 3, when I look back, I said, I'm just going to count all of those. So this will be troll play episode 12 and clown look number 2. So we did use 3 of these before. You'll see that in a video that airs tomorrow. These are, they do have adhesive on it. And these were the ones in my kit. So I don't know if I want to break these out or not. And this one did come with this tool. And yeah, we may or may not also. Told y'all I had a lot of stuff. Told y'all. I may I may use these, and I don't reuse them. I don't know why. I just take it off and throw it away. So for that mad cow disease look, I did use one, and so that's why this is by itself. But these are self-adhesive, and I found that if I put them on in the right place, I don't need to cut them. And so if we use these, I'm not going to cut them. But these were so long, y'all, that when I put on my glasses, it was on my glasses. So I had to wear my glasses like down here on the bridge of my nose because the lash was hitting the glasses. I was just like, okay, wait a minute. And I also brought these over. These say magnetic lashes and eyeliner. I don't remember where I got this from. I don't remember where I got this from. Excuse me, but this looks fluffy to me, these glasses. But these, excuse me, unlike these where they're all the foo-foo lashes, which I call like the big puffy ones. Don't trust autocorrect. It's not your friend. Mine has started to change real words into other real words. It's an ain't no chaos. But these are different because you see these are more natural and then they get thicker. Why is there space between these two? So you got the regular, I guess, natural looking, and then it goes up. I don't know why this has that space right there. That's throwing me off. And then they get wider and thicker. Part of me wants to use one of these because I do have a handle on these now, the foo-foo lashes. And if I could do the foo-foo lashes, I think I can do any lash. And these they do have that. Oh, they don't. Oh, these are magnetic. There's the band. So how do you get this on your eye? Because the whole band. But you know what? Yeah, this just sticks like right on there. And I can hear it kind of click. So I'm guessing, yeah, eyeliner kit. So these are the eyeliners. So you put this on and the lash will stick to it. And it came with two of these. I need to open one of these if I'm going to use this. I agree. Often is words that don't even make sense to boot. Yeah, people be sending me stuff. What's bad though is this dude I know, he be writing stuff and he just doesn't make sense. And sometimes like he doesn't even use punctuation. And so I'm like, what? Like sometimes I really don't understand what he's saying. And I'll be like, can you say that again, please? I'll just be like, dude, like, but some people just, you know. So I may or may not use these. I do have this for, I think this came with this one, or I just bought it by itself or whatever. So I don't know if we're going to get to the lashes and the gems, but we're definitely going to play with the face paint. I decided to do this on, making sure I'm not forgetting anything. I'm doing this on my laptop, hoping the coloring is okay, the lighting is okay. Because I have a picture in here that I was looking at, and I'm like, So I'm looking at 3 different clown pictures, and all 3 of them, and the reason I like them is because it comes with you do a point right here, and then you come down and come around. And I'm like, that would be easy for me. Well, for me, because come here, and then if I smile, just follow the chunk down to here. And there's varying colors between the 3 pictures. Only one uses the white clown paint, but I definitely want to use that Mehron palette because I want to see how that works. So, y'all ready? Are y'all ready? And I don't know if I'm going to use brushes or sponges. Like, I don't know, but we'll see. I think I like brushes better only because... Oh, Nina just texted me. Why in the video I was saying something about Nina? And I'm like, oh, her text just came through. Okay, she says she's going to catch the replay. So I'm just going to say what I was going to say for Nina watching the replay. Thank you, first of all. Number 2, last live, I think, yeah, it was either the last one. If Mehron had like a pro discount program, if whatever, and I told her I didn't do it, but I didn't remember why. I since remember why, because I went back to check, and they do have a pro program, which is where we get discounts on stuff, and their discount is, I'm going to say only like, it's not significant. The pro discount, Nina, is 20% on Mehron. The first purchase I made from Mehron, they were having a 30% off site-wide sale. My second purchase I made not too long ago was they were having a 20% off site-wide sale. And then a couple weeks later, they had a 25% off sale, and I bought some more stuff because I'm like, oh man, I didn't get this or that. So just using their regular sales, I get more just the regular sales, 20%, 25%, or 30% versus the pro discount, which is only 20. So So when I looked that up, that's when I realized that's why I didn't do it, because I can get a better sale just waiting for a better deal, just waiting for one of their regular sales. So yeah. I also pulled out this stencil. I went through all the small stencils, which is not going to go with the look at all. But I was thinking, like, if I just want to try it and just get it on. And what I had a thought of too is when I'm gonna have to wash it again because it's been on my face, whether I actually use it or not. Um, as far as painting, is I can have the client hold it. Like I'll say, just hold right here where this is, and then hold down here, and that will allow me just to paint it without trying to, like, how do you do, you know what I'm saying? And so that was my thought with this. And so we may or may not do that. I have like so much stuff in the money. Friend by a chance. Are others having connection problems? The live keeps breaking up on me. It happened to me last time. If I disappear, it's probably because my connection total dropped. Oh, sorry about that. Yours too, Janessa? She said hers had a quick few interruptions. Oh man, y'all. What I was going to say? Technology is great until it isn't. So I'm just opening up this cloth just to lay this out and put everything on top of that. It just gets in general. I think it's just in general. Yeah, somebody else was telling me something the other day about technology or whatever. I'm like, it's great till it ain't, because oh, I have water for this stuff. I put it in here so that way I can pour it without it doing all of that. So what? Y'all see me scratching my head. So the only one of the pictures that I looked at had white face paint on, and it was on a little kid. But I do still just want to do that, and maybe I'll just do half the face with the white paint. Do I need to put another light over here? This does have me backwards, but I do have this light on over here so I can see. Maybe I should move that somewhere else. And I have a roll of paper towels that's almost gone. Because if I put this over here, because I do kind of want to look like I'm looking in your direction, but I don't think that's not going to work because that little light is blinding me. So I'm going to have to remember to just keep being like right here because the mirror is over here, or this little mirror. But where am I going to put that? Yeah, I should have planned this out. I thought I had everything the way that it would fit, I guess. And would y'all believe I thought to do this at my station? Can y'all imagine if I was at my station right now? If I do, you know what? Maybe I'll do that. Okay. All right. I'm going to put another light because it looks dim over here, which is my right side. Because on my laptop, it puts me flipped. I know it's still a shadow. I can see it right here. I think, let me see if I turn this one off. Turn it back on. Okay, so I do just want to see what the Mehron one is going to look like. I haven't played with Hector or Ronnie yet. I named my heads. Hector is the one with the half head, and Ronnie is the Mehron one. Isn't that clever? Not really. So I haven't played with either one of them yet because I've been away. So I feel like I feel like I really need to crank stuff out because time is going by like super fast. The brush is over here, y'all. As large as my desk is, like I'm running out of space. So Janessa, I remember you saying put water in it and then let it form into a paste, and I do think it said that somewhere. And so that is what we're going to do. There's 2 whites in here and 3 blacks. So, and I did purchase droppers, and so I can just suck the water up and put a few drops into whatever I'm using. So And Mehron does have spray bottles. And I'm like, do I want to get a spray bottle? I'm like, no. And I do have spray bottles because that would be an easy way to spray water on the pan. But then how can I direct it to just that pan that I'm using? You know what I mean? So we're going to put water in one of these little containers. That's too much. Too much. Too much. And we are going to, we're going to take a brush. Yeah, I usually add a few drops and swirl with the brush till it starts sticking up a little. Okay. So I put water in here and I'm going to dip the brush in here and let it make a paste. I got to remember to look over the mirror down here because if I just tilt this, it's going to be too much. So I'm using the brush to make droplets into the pan. I probably put too much. We are going to find out. Ooh, okay, I might have put too much. Thank y'all for being here with me for this. Because y'all know I'm always like, play in your makeup, play in your makeup. Yeah, this is a whole different level. This is way too much water in here. So I'm going to wet some of the, I used the white in the corner at the bottom. I'm putting the brush in it and then sweeping it across the white that's above it because I put way too much water in here. Wow. Or I should have used a thinner brush. I don't even know. Why am I starting with white? Oh, because I was going to pounce it on my face. Because the lines are going to be like red, pink, other colors and mixing colors if they mix. Because once these dry, I learned that with the Graftopian. Like once it dries, yo, it ain't moving. So I gotta kind of have like what I want or shape, um, because it ain't gonna move. All right, this is turning pasty. So do I want to do one half, y'all think, with the white just to see, and the other one not? Because that's what I'm thinking. I'm just doing this to get it off of. I like how this is looking though, because it is opaque. We're going to take the wet sponge and we're going to kind of scoop, which it didn't scoop a lot. And we're going to pounce. I already like this more than the Graftopian, but it may be because now I have a better understanding. Thank you, Fatty Cat. But maybe now because I have a better understanding of how to use it, you know what I mean, and get it to be opaque. Because I did not quite wait for it to turn into a paste. But where I put the brush marks, I can still see them. Like they are just front and center. I think I need to add more water now, believe it or not. You know what? I do like using brushes more, but I think it's just out of habit. You know what I'm saying? That's what I really think. And this is not taking away the brush marks, which isn't a problem. I just had to put more on. If it dries on your face, you can try dipping the sponge lightly into the water and bounce it where you painted. It should move it a bit. Okay, thank you. Because I see all these marks here, so that's what I'm going to do. So this is the brush. Very lightly. What'd you say? Oh, and bounce it. It is filling up. I mean, the spaces. Hmm. Then I just made a hole. Hey, Joe, how are you? We're playing in face paints today. Yeah, I need to put more water actually in the paint. Yeah, that it dries up pretty quick though. I mean, which is good because I do let it completely dry before I close it up. Oh my gosh. Grace, in your live the other day, yo, them jokers was lit. I think I timed out like probably at least 5 people. I'm like, oh my gosh. Today was chill though. Yeah, but that other day, y'all, it was lit. I'm like, damn. I'm like, is it a Thursday? Y'all went to the post office day to mail off 2 packages, and it was an elderly lady. She was probably in her 60s, and problems at the self-serve kiosk. Oh, happy belated birthday, Joe. And a lady from the back, an employee from the back came up and was trying to help her. I don't know what the problem was. And you know what? It was a passport lady. Because I remember seeing her work in the passport area before. And she was telling the lady, she was like, I'll see if somebody can help you, but I don't know if they'll be able to come help you because they're really busy inside. And this lady, she was like, I am never coming back here to this post office again. And I was just like, apparently, I do think that post office is the most convenient one for her to get to, because otherwise, why would you be there? Like, would you go out of your way to get there? No. And so I'm just like, I mean, and it was like 6 people in line behind her. So whatever problem she was having was like, yeah, it was affecting other people. I did go to BJ's first because I used the last of the shipping tape I had here at home. So I said, let me go to BJ's first. And they had those, you're welcome, JoJo. I know everybody's like, happy birthday. The Wesley Farms, which is the BJ's brand. I do like the brushes a lot better. Their bag salads all this month are 3 for $10, and usually they're like $3.50. So I mean, you save $1 or so. And I do eat those, and I'll bake a piece of chicken or fish and put in there for my protein. I do like the brushes a lot better. And I done bought all these sponges, and I think I have sponges coming in the mail. So I went there first, and then I went to the post office, and I ended up having a roll of shipping tape in my vehicle, and I'm like, oh yeah. And then when I thought back, I left one in there for like if I leave home and need shipping tape when I go to the post office and don't have it, I should there be one in my car. So anyway, so all I had to do was go in, finish taping it, just drop it down and shoot. And that's usually what I do, because then I don't need help. I hate self-checkout because I am one that will always need help. But anyway, backing up to BJ's, it was one register open, and she had like 8 people in line. And I'm just like, what the hell? Self-checkout, like it's all one line, and then you can go behind the last person in the regular checkout, or you just stay in line and go to either where there's a cashier when she has, when the line goes low, or you stay in line and then get into self-checkout. But it's really just the same line. And I was just like, I had 6 bags of salad and a packet of tape. So I'm just like, and so the lady behind the customer service desk, I held up my bag and I'm like, she was like, you have to roll in your car. And so I went over there and I said, what is going on today? She said some people just decided not to come into work. I was like, damn. Because sometimes it is busy, but it'll be like 3 registers open. You know what I mean? But it was just one. And then she went on break. So the people, she had like 8 people in line. So she was like, I'm going on break. And she walked off. So the people was like in her line, like, what the hell am I supposed to do? So a lady came over to the self-checkout and she's like, I can help you over here. So she opened up a new self. I was like, what the fuck? Like, I have never in my life. So I do like brushes a whole lot more. And I feel like when I put the sponge on it, it's just going to make it look less opaque. So Janessa, you're going to help me with that one. So, yeah, but that lady at the post office, she was mad. And you yelling ain't going to make it better. Because all the people that was waiting in line at the post office, trust me, they still going to be going to the post office. But I felt bad in a way because I seldom use self-checkout because I'm one that always needs help. And then I got to wait for somebody to come and all that. So I do sympathize with her, but also understanding the kiosk is in the main lobby. There's no employees in the main lobby. So if you need help, you ain't going to get it. And the lady that was trying to help her, she was like, I work in passport. Like, I don't be over here. So that was my day. So Janessa, all right, I'm going to dip the sponge in the water and then dip it. Okay. Because I don't want to. Okay, that's what I needed to do. Never mind, Janessa. But I don't like how it's making it look like there's spaces. So I'm dipping the sponge in the water and dipping it. Oh! I pressed it in so much that some of the water came out. So Janessa, how do I get this to be opaque? Like, do I go in with a dry sponge now? Because it seems to be lifting. Waiting to see what Janessa say. I do like the sponge. I mean, the brush a lot better. But I bought all these sponges and I have sponges covered in the bell. So I'm like, I'm gonna use these sponges, damn it. But it's lifting. Yeah, it's coming out. It is, and that's what I'm saying. It's like it's pulling off the paint. Excuse me. So now that this sponge is a little wetter, rub it around the color. I'm not able to do that, Janessa, and I'm gonna show you what's been happening in this short period of time. When I was just now pressing the sponge in it, this is what's happening. When I press the sponge in it, where am I? The water is coming out. Because this is the one I'm using. This is the one I put the extra water in because I put too much in here. But it's all it is just bringing it outside of the pan when I put the sponge in it. Maybe I should have gotten the mini sponges and not these big ones. And so the only part that's fitting is like this part right here. But that is what I was trying to do. So I just dipped it in there again. I'm dipping it in the paint. I see why it's 3 whites in here, because if you're trying to do this, you are going to use a lot of the whites. So this, I just dipped back in there. Hey, Alicia. Or, Janessa, do I need to let it dry first and then go back in? That's kind of what I'm feeling. Because it is just looking blotchy. Oh, I went over my eyebrow. You know what? Let's just go over the eyebrow. I do have a note here. Some of the colors in here are not safe for the eye. And the colors that are not safe for the eye are red, yellow, and orange. Don't use those around the eyes. And don't use the blue or green on the lips. So I printed it out, and I'm going to put a note somewhere on each of the palettes because I know I'm going to forget. Like, what is it? Where? If water goes outside the pan, you can try to pull it back with the sponge. It's dry, though. It ain't moving. So I'm going to have to wet. I'll probably use a small brush later or a sponge tip and wet it and wipe it off. Yes, messy. And I do love the water activated liners because it you wet the brush and it just comes right out. I'm just like, wow, this is really nice. I'm putting some more water in here. Thank you, y'all, for being here with me for this. I'm just doing this to clean some of the water off the brush. Yeah, so I think I might need to let it dry before I try to put more. That's what I'm thinking. Because it's just lifting. This is fun though, like just experimenting and just trying to do something different. I forgot to mention in the members video that she was asking me about the program because she had saw the certificates up there. And she was like, why did you move your station? I said, I didn't. I just don't have room sometimes for all the stuff I want to do, so I just do it at my desk. She was asking me if I learned anything or was it just validation. I said it was a little of both. I said towards the end, because I did the first class and then the second one was the advanced one. I said that one I learned a lot. That's looking hella patchy. I'm going to let it dry with some more one. And I don't want to go past this point because the other stuff is going to be on my face. You know what I mean? And I said the first part was validating. And I said the second part, the advanced part, that's where I learned because we had to do high fashion looks. Jill said, did I buy anything from the Sephora sale this year? I purchased a backup of the Fashion Fair powder and a small milk primer. I purchased that for my kit. Oh, yeah, I got the Pat palette as well. Yeah, I did. And I told her the second half, I learned a lot. because we did high fashion looks, editorial look, 1920s look, 1930s look. Did anybody else purchase from this sale? And Joe was asking. And a graphic look, a runway look. And I was going to send her pictures of the looks I had to do, but then after that reaction, I said I'm not, because I don't think she would sign up for the course, like knowing she would have to do something like that, even though it is just to learn. Sarah didn't buy anything. And so I was going to send her the pictures, and I said, nope. I said, I'm going to just leave it alone, because either somebody's willing to learn or they're not. And so, but I don't know if she's going to do it. I kind of doubt it, though, because she hasn't even gotten back to doing videos again yet. She keeps saying she is, but then she said maybe when she retires. And I'm like, you could be ready to use that as your retirement if you do stuff now. You know what I mean? But anyway, it ain't for me to know or understand. So, oh, hey, Tanya. I didn't see you sneak in. So, and now this isn't even on my nose to up here. I was trying to keep the line the same. Thank you for being here with me for this, because this is definitely... I love the split face looks. I love the split face look. And the most fun ones I have, the ones I like the most, are when I did like one half one thing and one half something else. Even with the mad cow disease one. One side was black and one side was white. And also, doing a split face, you don't expect it to be symmetrical. And y'all know I like to draw outside the lines and do weird shit. So I really do like those looks better. Looks like I need to put some more right here. So I still think it looks really patchy. Like Jeanette said, but I need to just let it dry or what? Because I don't like how that's looking. So Jeanette said, ow! I tipped over some of that water thing. I'm glad I have this cloth down here. And this microfiber cloth is not even absorbing it. It's just like laying, a puddle of water is just laying on top of the cloth. I put a paper towel over. Oh my Lord. My Lord. Oh my Lord. It's just like a puddle of water just sitting on top of the cloth. You don't have to do a harsh split line. I think, the line is going to stay this way because it's not going to be straight. It was more straight before when I did whatever I did, and then I tried to make it even again. But yeah. And I do like the split ones where it's like on a diagonal, because then it could just be anything. You can gradient it type of thing. Yeah. Because when I saw I had white all over, and the other two didn't have any like clown paint. They just did, so I was just like, okay. But I wanted to really play with these. And so I was like, let me just do this. So let me see what Janessa said. There, okay. And it does feel dry. So that's why I'm like, I'm not it feels dry. But the whole thing is patchy. Like the whole... And it is dry though. I'm putting some more water in the white. Then we're gonna put the sponge in the white. I almost knocked that thing over again. This is definitely a learning curve, y'all. More water. Because when I dip the sponge in it one time, that takes all the water. All right, dipping that in there again. And I do see how it gets a little more opaque, but then I think the key is just like do a little bit and then just leave it. Do a little bit and just leave it. Second coat instant. Yeah. And I need to just stop, because then after a while it will just start to lift it. All right. I'm learning, y'all. Y'all, I am so friggin' excited. Like, I just love learning new things, and I am loving doing these troll play type looks too. I really am. All right, and then just stop before. Ooh. Oh, this is nice. There is a light gray in here, so that might help me with the gradient, Fatty Cat. Oh, yeah, you did say, you said, wait a minute. Oh, yeah, the gradient. Yeah, there is a gray in here. So I went back and I purchased their neon palette. What did I purchase? I did show it in a video or something. So when you add the layer, mix it with the brush first to get it to the pasty, then apply a second coat. It might even look better. Use a brush for the second layer. But then I had, oh shit, I didn't even do that. But then I have like the brush lines, or just use a bigger ass brush, a bigger ass brush, or use one of these. All right, so I'm putting water in it again. And and it is getting pasty a whole lot faster like than before. And maybe that's because it's kind of damp. All right, so, but when I put the sponge in it, it like sucks up everything, like all the wetness that's in there. Y'all, I hope people don't want me to use sponges because this is a lot of back and forth. This is a lot. This is a lot. But you know what, y'all? It's fun. It really, like, for real, it is. But I'm gonna get the hang of it with these sponges because I bought too many sponges, and I know I keep saying I have sponges coming in the mail, so like I don't want to waste. And even though they were cheap, like that's still money. I'm liking it better, but I am seeing like some little spots. But I think by the time I add all the other stuff, I think the spots won't be noticeable. You know what I mean? Because it'll be other stuff to look at. Like if I just did just this, it's like, okay, yeah. But having put other stuff in other places, I am I think that'll take the attention off of some of the parts. This stuff dries really fast, y'all. Like for real. I am liking, you know what? It's just, yeah, put a coat on, let it be patchy, and then just go back and add more water, mix it, let it get pasty, and then dip the sponge in it. So I'll just have to have patience and let it do what it do so I can do what I do. What I'm thinking of right now, though, y'all, is because this does seem to be time consuming, if I have like 5 people that want their face done, like, my back pain is flaring up. Like, that's a lot of time. Because we've been doing this, what, now, like, how many minutes? Because this is a quarter of the intro. That was only like less than 5 minutes. But, this is a lot of freaking time. But, I think this looks good enough. Yes, there's still some patchy places, but I think it's okay. Number one, because we're just playing today. This is not a paid gig. And number two, we have other stuff to do. Yo, there's a huge dip in this white one in the bottom corner that I'm using. And I do see why they got 3 whites in here. And these are refillable pens, so I could just buy just the white ones. Definitely time consuming, so I'm glad I'm doing this. Because even when I did the one with Mehron, it wasn't it can be tricky. Basically, a brush can apply thicker, yeah, more solid pigmentation. The sponge can apply larger areas, but it's less opaque over, yeah. And that's what I had noticed. And so I'm kind of feeling like I just want to use brushes, but I don't want to waste all these friggin' sponges I bought. And then too, I'm thinking smaller sponges, because then they could get in the pan versus me. I'm only using like just this side right here. This is, where am I at? Yeah, this is the only part. I hate that it has me backwards because then I'm like, I don't know where I am. Yeah, this is the only part of the sponge that I'm using. So if it was like a mini sponge, I think that would be a little bit better. All right, we're going to leave it like this because we get the gist of it. And this is definitely a learning experience that I doubt that I will forget. There's this one spot that's I was going to say I used up half the water, but like a quarter of it fell out. It does thicken up really quick. Um, yeah, I am liking this. And I keep wanting to say I like it better than the Graftopian, but that was like my first time ever. And so is that really even a fair comparison? You know what I mean? I still like it though. What would help is if I did also do stenciling, because then that would be another color added somewhere that would take away from what this is looking like. All right, I'm done with the white, y'all. We got to move on here. Do y'all think y'all would ever try anything like this? Or even with eyeshadow? One of my troll plays is when I just practice shading, and I used the Makeup by Mario Ethereal Eyes Moonlit palette for that. And somebody's like, I wouldn't have guessed that was Makeup by Mario eyeshadow palette. And I really liked how that turned out too. That was fun. These are just so fun to me. If any new subscribers are watching this, thank you for being here. I did lose a few, but then I gained a few, and that's how YouTube is. You gain some, you lose some. Numbers go up and down, fluctuate. Excuse me. All right, we're done with the white, y'all. So I want to... The product has a sweet spot. It's just a matter of finding it. A larger brush may be more ideal. Yeah, and the initial brush set, it came with this. This was one of the brushes, and this sucker is huge. So that would be like a one swipe, maybe 5 swipes, and that would be this whole side of the face, as long as the color was consistent. And I didn't purchase another one of these big ones. Instead, I purchased 2 more of these ones. Was this even in here? No, I purchased 2 of these, this size, which is a whole lot smaller than that one. I don't know why I was thinking I wasn't going to need like humongous brushes. Silly me. So, all right, we're going to, I do want to play with gradients, that gray, but then the other stuff that I want to do is taking precedence right now. So, what brush do I want? I think I want to take this brush. But the lighting is now this side of my face is looking super dark because this side is looking super white. So we are going to take a dark red and we're going to make that pasty. We're going to use a brush for this because we're going to make a line. Yeah, it would. And now I'm thinking I need to get some of those, but then I'm like, girl, stop buying stuff. I'm just like, stop it. Because I'll think of something and be like, oh, I need to get that. And then that's why I ended up making 2 more orders. The cell helped a lot too. The hardest thing, that is not symmetrical at all. Like that's all the way inside. And what I meant to do is do like one side tall and one side short. But y'all know what? I am loving painting my face with stuff. I really am. And I know I'm not talking as much as usual. I'm trying to think of something else that happened that I can talk to y'all about. So that was my day-to-day. Going to BJ's and then the post office. Oh, if y'all are military, or vets, I should say, the second Monday is... Thank you, Janessa. Yeah, and this is the darker red. And I want to apologize for not holding it up, but in a way I don't because it's messy as hell. But this is the red we're using, this one down here. And then for gradients, I'm going to put this red next and then this hot pink. And I don't know what else. And maybe we'll put the gray in there somewhere, but we'll see. But yeah, this thing is huge. But did that light blow out? I think I must have hit it. So let's see. Hey, ladies, I'm heading out, having a late dinner. Oh, where are you going to eat? Boy, we're a bunch of foodies in here. It was great hanging out with you. Stay safe. Okay, fatty cat. We will see. I'll be back here Thursday. And now I got quiet. I'm trying to think of what else I can tell y'all that happened today. Oh, Italian. I haven't had Italian in a long time. And I spice. I didn't mean to hit this over here. Sorry for sucking my teeth like that. That sounded not appealing to the ear. So what else happened? Nothing really, because I was at Academy from Thursday till yesterday. I kept falling asleep. But it's like I needed to though. I was tired, y'all. I would put a movie on, I wake up and it's over. I would restart it, fall asleep. I was falling asleep in the same place. Sometimes I will just play a movie that I've seen already, so then I don't feel like, well, I never feel like I have to watch something, but so it wouldn't be a big deal like if I fell asleep. I know y'all, my lighting, I know. I like these thin brushes. Even though it's thick, it has that really tapered point. Have an extra roll on for me, Fatty Cat, if you're still in here. Yeah, we foodies in here. Well, I'll speak for me. I know I'm a foodie. And also, the pictures, it was just like a straight thin line. But y'all know I like to make stuff my own and just, deviate from what the picture is. And that's what's fun about it. It's like, okay, you see something, just make it your own, do your own thing. And I think that keeps it interesting too. And so, like, if 4 people say they want a clown face, they're all going to be different, especially because I'm not using stencils. And I do like that. I like for stuff to be different. Somebody messaged me, emailed me. I don't even remember what the company was, asking if I wanted to partner with them for something, something, something. And when I looked and I replied back asking, like, what are the products that you offer? I did not mean to do this, y'all. Damn it. You know what? Let's just make it why. So I asked, like, what products do they offer? Because y'all know I don't want to just agree to something and I don't use it, like that hair glaze. And when I saw on my phone, it doesn't tell me if there's emails in my spam folder, but on my laptop it does. And this that I had spam mail, and one was from the company, and they were asking what were my prices for content. And so I'm like, okay, they must be trying to do a sponsorship type thing or whatever, because some companies will just pay you to do like a dedicated video, but they still didn't say what their products were. And I do have a price list. This is slanted, and I'm not quite liking that, but I did it, so who's to blame? Me. And you know what? I'm gonna leave that like that. You know why? Because we're just playing around. But if this was on a client, I would definitely do something. Okay. Going back into the red. I do think I'm gonna use the glitter for Janessa. Okay. And it was pointy because it come to a point and then came down. Okay. I like this. But that was the purpose in this supposedly coming to a point. Because it was in the pictures. It was just like a thin line and then it came around. But y'all know I gotta put a troll spin on it. Yo, somebody called me. Friend of mine. Yay, glitter. I know Janessa, and I remembered to bring it over here because at first I forgot. And then I was like, oh, wait, I'm forgetting something. So little by little, I had a list, but little by little, I just kept bringing more stuff at my desk. Chubby cheeks come in handy. So I'm like, just go along the cheek. So I was like, this will be the easiest part of this entire look. This line is thicker, but I don't think it really matters since both sides are not symmetrical anyway. Even just looking at the coloring is not the same. Okay. So this was what we got so far. I did order a ring light too to travel with. That came today, and of course it was downstairs. I put that up here today. So, do I want to do around my lips? What that thing say? Avoid for eyes, red, yellow, and orange, and avoid around lips, green and blue. I'm definitely not going to remember that, so I'm going to have to. So what am I going to do now? Let me take another one. Is this the same as this one? I think this one looks not as thin. This one is number, I don't know, 815. Oh, yeah, they're the same. This is 815. Maybe because this one's wet. Maybe because this one's wet, but this one looks fluffier. So we're going to take that one, dip it into the water, dip it into this hot pink, it looks like. We're going to see what we're going to do with that. So this part is easy with brushes because you just dip the brush in the water and then just dip the brush in the paint and just swirl it. And then you get your little goopy mess. I know I got quiet. This is not looking much different. I thought it was going to look way different. I know I got quiet. Y'all, my face will dry as hell. And I'm seeing pores I didn't know I had under this white. We're going to leave that like that. We'll just say that's part of the gradient. And I also like that it could be whatever you want it to be. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's not like, oh, that don't look like such and such. Well, this is not such and such. You know what I mean? And that'll be one of my questions. Do you just want like a regular clown look, or do you want like an original type spin situation on it? You know what I mean? It was that white, because this is showing up more pink over here. But over here is blending in with the red. So what else happened? Yeah, my weekend was just being on faculty for the academy. And nothing else exciting happened. The friend that I told you about, well, he considers me one of his best friends, and I'm like, okay. The one that texts stuff and it makes no sense. And sometimes it'll be like a long paragraph with no punctuation. And I'm just like, dude, you need to do some punctuation. Do the water and then wiping it off on the cloth to get the paint out of it. And this just use like clean water anyway, which is why I have 3 of these containers over here. Oh, also, you know what? I'm not going to use that same pink. It does show up over here, but it doesn't show up over this one. So we're going to go into the lighter pink. And let's see what that's going to do. So we're just doing a lot of tracing at this point while I'm making my goopy mess over here. So this is the pink in the corner. Yeah, this yeah, the white is taking away some of the coloring. So what I would do in the future is if I put down the white, just do something really simple. And the side where I don't put the white, put a, because if they're going to be dimmed down and blend in, it's like, what's the point? That looks messy because I see the red line, but that second red, because it's blending into the red with the line, it makes that line to me look more distinct. And that's what I'm not liking because then it's looking like I messed up. I see what I mean? But this is all a very much so learning experience. And so thank you again for being here with me. Maybe they will all want stenciling. That would be a whole lot easier and less time consuming because this is taking up some time. Hope me getting a call I have to take. I look forward to the final look on replay. Okay, Janessa, thank you. I appreciate that. Yo, we some multitasking people, I tell you that. I don't remember like years ago if I multitask as much as I do now. I was thinking the same thing, but I didn't want to say anything. I hope it don't turn into a Thursday. But at this point, I don't think so. But hopefully not. See, this side, it is showing more colors. Y'all know what? This would be great for a pride look. Like all the different colors in here, just do like whatever design and then just like trace it out with the other colors. I think that would be really nice. That would be really nice. I think. Because it is every color in here. I know I keep getting quiet, y'all. Just nothing really happened this weekend for me to have stories to tell you. And I am trying to think of something. I don't know what to say. Yo, this is damn. But I'm glad I'm doing it. And I do appreciate y'all being here for it. To see me do something new. People are popping in and leaving. They're like, what the fuck is she doing? Painting my face, man. That's what I'm doing. What color are we going to take now? My lips is looking crazy. I mean, I'm wondering if I want to. I think I'm going to have to just use some clean water. Because what I'm doing is dipping this in the water and then wiping it off. And a lot of the pink is coming off. So let me just pour some clean water in here. I'm trying to think of what else to do. I'm wondering if I want to bring this here, but we're not going to do that over here. I like the simplicity of this side, but I'm having a whole hell of a lot of fun over here. So I'm putting some more water in this one. Well, clean water in that one, I should say. What other color should I use? Use an orange. Do I want to outline my lips in red? I didn't bring a red lipstick over here. I don't know, y'all. Like, what are y'all thinking? Like, it is a lot more simple than the other ones I've done. That's for sure. But the shading one, what do I want to do with this? What do I do with this? I put pink on here, and what was I going to do with it? Oh, I was going to do this because it's pink down here. And that looks way more pink than down here. So let me trace this again. I don't know what other color I should put on. There are purples in here, blues. But I also don't want to be like team too much either. You know what I mean? Okay, that was really thick down there. A cool take on Pennywise. Thank you. Yeah, his whole face was white, and then they painted on top of it. The program, they do have a special effects class, but I don't really think I want to do special effects. I just like doing a whole lot of stuff to the face. They teach you how to do bruises, scars, that type of thing. As messy as I get sometimes, I think I could do scars. That picture I did, I don't know what it was for. Somebody, oh, hey, Lot. Somebody messaged me and they were like, "Are you okay? Did somebody really hurt you?" And I'm like, I must have nailed it because they really thought somebody had beat me up. and I just used eyeshadow for that. But they were like, "Are you really okay though?" I was like, "Yeah." I'm like, "Damn, I nailed it." Like they really thought I had got beat up. And I don't know what I did that look for. I don't know if it was a challenge or if I was just playing around. Like I really don't remember. But so in one of the troll play videos, and I had popped up pictures of the other troll play I did. I did not put that one in there because I imagine it could be triggering to some people because it really did. Some of it did look like I really had for real bruises. So I didn't want to put that there. I don't know what else to do. Oh, you know what? All right, something I forgot. I'm gonna take that first red that we used, and we're gonna do our nose. For some reason, I love doing my nose, but I can't do what was it? And red, yellow, and orange cannot be blue and green not on the lips. So I could put the red on my lips, and I have red lipstick, and I didn't think to bring one over here. For some reason, I love painting my nose. It's the weirdest thing. Like I don't know why. But I do like painting my nose. As big as it is, it's like, girl, leave it alone. I do really like the brushes better, but I think with the sponges, I just need to just get used to it and get behind the learning curve instead of in front of the learning curve. I'm having trouble. All right, so this is what we're going to do to the nose. I don't like how this is white right here. Okay, some more of that red. The red. And I apologize, y'all. I'm being so quiet. I'm just trying to figure out like what I want to do next. And I didn't think to bring my red lipstick over here. But I have that sangria from City Beauty on my lips. Excuse me. Oh, we didn't do the glitter yet either. I'm trying to see what the lighting is going to change because sometimes it'll get lighter and then darker. I almost knocked over that water. Y'all know what? I like this. I like this. I mean, I do. I don't like how that first red over here made that dark line because the second red on the outside is almost the same shade as the first red because of the white underneath it. But this, though, I really like how. Oh, there we go. I don't know what I do that makes it light up sometimes, but I do like this. This is the simplicity of it, but it's making me want to do more stuff. But I need to just sometimes you just got to stop. But I do like this, though. I do wish that the white was even, like a straight line. But what I should have did. This is a learning lesson. What I should have did was drew a line straight down, like how I did this one straight and then this one straight. What am I in this thing? So if I would have did that first, that would have helped me keep it straight. So that's a learning lesson. That's what makeup is, y'all. Just have fun, experiment, and learn along the way. So we're only going to do this side red. Trying to see if the lighting will change. I do like this though. All right, so where are we going to put the glitter? Am I going to put orange anywhere? I don't think, I'm not thinking of anything else to really do except the glitter. You know what I mean? I like how the colors look over here and you can tell there's 3 different colors. I do like that. This side I just like just because it's way different. I just don't like that red line, how that showed up like that. So that's the learning lesson for me as far as what colors not to put on top of what other colors. Because it'll make them bleed together, blend together. So, glitter. Oh! Damn it. I knocked that thing over. The one I knocked over earlier. And it just the water just puddles up. Thank you, Alicia. Yeah, the water just puddles up. I mean, I thought this was a microfiber cloth. The water just puddles, like it doesn't absorb. So I'm using a paper towel to absorb it. Because it's just sitting on top. Man. But I'm glad I thought to bring paper towels over here. Sheesh. And I put this cloth down, so at least I almost knocked it over again. Y'all, I need help. Somebody help me. All right, so glitter. I think we're done with the paints. This well, I was going to pour it back in here, but I'm not. Because then I'm thinking I'll think of something else to do later. So, oh, that's nice how that lit up. This is simple, but I like it. But it's like I want more of something. You know what I mean? This side, I'm glad I figured out the white. Let it dry, and then go back and just keep adding more in small areas because when I do too much, it starts to lift. So this is, oh, I gotta remember to use a one of these because I don't want to have to buy another one. You know what? The pack that I purchased of these glitters, I think there were 5 total, like 1 more gold, 1 more silver, 1 white, 1 something, 1 something. And this one I kept at my station to use. So this one actually is for me. So, but I still don't know. You know what? A sponge tip. I mean, lipstick. Oh yeah, the lipstick. I can't even say it. The lipstick applicator does fit in here. So this is the silver one. Let's do over here. Oh, my mirror. That's cute. I feel like a cheerleader. Oh, you know, I was going to stick it back in here. I got to use one for each time I dip in. Damn, I got to remember to do that. That's how I'll be giving stuff away. When I did her face, I gave her the mascara to put on, and then I'm like, oh, damn, you can keep it. She said, are you sure? I said, well, you double dip. And she apologized. So I said, that's my fault because I gave you the mascara, but I didn't give you the disposable line. Oh, that's shiny. Got a clean one. You know what? It's already creating a space in here. Like this. Where do I want to put this? On the outside or the inside? Like out, where am I? Out here or put it inside? Or do both? Do both. Y'all know I like doing a bunch of stuff. Oh my gosh, this is so wide. So we'll just make it wide. Oh my lord. You know what? I like this glitter. Probably because it's not messy. I don't know why it goes light like that, but I'm glad it does. I just wish it would stay lit up. Like I ain't even. I feel like a cheerleader. I wish I knew how to make it go light. But I'm just tracing out my face. I didn't dip back in. I was about to, and then I remembered not to. I like this. I like this glitter. I see. You know, this just adds a nice sparkle. Oh, I know what I was saying earlier. If you're military or a vet, the Chick-fil-A near me, every second Monday of the month is Military Monday, and you get a chicken sandwich for free. You just have to show your ID. And it says for dine in or carry out. But the first time I went through drive through and they still did it. But today I went in and I got a spicy chicken sandwich for free. So wherever you are, if there's a Chick-fil-A near you, just check or maybe call and say, do you do Military Mondays? And it's only the second Monday of each month. I like that shine. My eyes are burning. Oh shit. My eyes are burning. My eyes are burning. My eyes are burning. That's not a good thing. Tanya, are you still here? Oh yeah, you just commented. Looks 1 and 2 with warm neutrals will air tomorrow. Looks 3 and 4. This is look 4. Looks 3 and 4 will air on Wednesday. Because I know you were excited to for me to actually have a palette that you have to see what I do with it. So yeah, so that's for you. I think yes. The warm neutrals. Y'all, I'm liking this glitter. I just had to remember, y'all, look, it looks like it's half empty already. Like this entire right here. Damn. Are you serious? Maybe that's why it came in like a 5-pack or a 6-pack. I think I ordered it from somewhere. It didn't come with the kit. No, I ordered from somewhere, but I don't remember from where. And I remember thinking, like the clear one and the silver one look the same. And with glitter, it would, right? Because it's all just going to end up being shine. You know what I mean? I feel like snot under my nose. And I'm thinking to do my lip line, but then I think that'll make my lips look bigger. So I'm not going to do that. So yeah, y'all, this is halfway done. Like, what the hell? You see all that? All of this is empty space. You see that? One more use and this will be done. Damn. I'm not going to do gems because I did play with them before. So I kind of got a feel for that a little bit. I do kind of want to do the stencil, but no, because, unless I put it, that might be too much though. I'm learning that less can be more, but part of me just wants to play. You know what? Let's do it. Let's just do it. I think we're going to use this brush because then I can just, swipe over it a few times. Oh, the bigger brush. This brush, because then I can just do like 1, 2 swipes and it'll be done. So what color? Down here or up here? That's the question for the members. Up here or down here? Don't let me decide. I'm gonna do it up here. All right, what color? We're gonna use that hot pink because then that'll tie into this pink. Well, it is the same pink, but I mean it'll show up in there. Up on the cheek. So I put this in the water and now I am pressing it. Why do you keep going out? And apparently it's not charged because when I press it, it comes right back on. I think it's on a timer, but I don't know what the time is. This is easy as hell. This is super easy. The easiest thing I did all day with my face. And these are reusable. I just gotta wash it again. I hope I didn't get underneath the stencils. If I did, the line is not going to be sharp. Why the hell that looks so fucking messy? Because the brush went underneath the stencil. Yeah, that ain't that. Yeah, the brush went underneath the stencil. Because that don't look like this. That's still cute though. Thank you, Tanya. But you know, if they say, I want this design, they want this ain't it. So what I would do is, and y'all know I don't scrap looks, but it would be for a client, not for me. I would take it off and redo it because that is not this at all. And I felt it when the brush went underneath the stencil. This is the back of the stencil, y'all. I'm wiping my finger across it. Where am I? Yeah, so there's a lot underneath it. All right, so maybe I needed to use a smaller brush instead of doing all the way across like I did. I'm dipping my finger in the water so I can get the paint off of my finger. It is so easy to clean up though, y'all. All right, so we're gonna put that brush down. So that was a learning experience too. Don't just go one way, and make sure I'm on top of the stencil and that the brush doesn't go underneath the stencil. All right, one last thing. Eyelashes. We're only gonna do one. We're gonna do one over here. Because you'll see it there. It will show up here too, just because it's going to foo-foo lashes. That thing, y'all. I put on my glasses. I was like, what? This is a gloss from. This is Holo Batgirl from Notoriously Morbid, probably from Spellcast Beauty. But we're going to put that over here. I don't know why, because it's not going to be a color because it's clear. What am I thinking? I'm thinking some sparkle on the lip. There ain't no sparkle on the lip. I think I'm going to put glitter over there. Okay, let me go back to the glitter. Are y'all enjoying this? Like, is it refreshing to you to just see somebody just make up shit? Or because it's like, what is she going to do now? This is not showing up much, but I have a feeling like under certain lighting, it would. Yo, my lips is tingling. This is making my lips tingle. Oh, hell. Yeah, that didn't do nothing. All right. And that is okay. Yeah. Thank y'all for being here. I know this is like way different. Like, what the hell? You're only going to do one lash, and we're going to put that over here. But it would make sense to put it here since this side doesn't have a lot going on. I like how that glitter looks. What? I'm glad I pulled that out to use it. All right, so we're going to take this lash off. Do I hear this? Well, now I don't want to make a noise. In the video, oh, y'all seen it already. The mad cow disease one. I put it on the wrong way, and I'm looking at it like because the lashes was curved this way, and I was like, oh, I gotta put it the other way. All right, so we're putting this on this side. I was like, am I doing it the right way? Okay. I can't. Wait a minute. I got too much stuff in front of me. Shit. All right, we're done with the paint. So I'm going to pour this in here. I'm going to pour this in here. I didn't mean to do that. But hell, just put them all in there. This one we didn't use, so that I can go back home. I'm a mess. I'm a fucking mess. All right, so where'd I put the lash? And I got all these to throw away. How many of these did I use? I used 9 of these things for that damn glitter. So I wouldn't have double dipped. Now I have glitter on my fingers and more pink. Damn it. Shit. It is interesting. And I imagine when I do someone's face, it's going to be a crowd of people watching. Like, what the hell is she doing? And I'm leaving this open because, number one, I need to clean up. But with paints, they tell you leave it open till it's completely dry. Because if you close them up and they're even damp the slightest bit, it'll increase your chances of it growing mold. And so I'm going to leave this open probably all night, but I'm going to clean up around here, which will be easy because once you put water to it, it just wipes right off. So where are we going to put you? Let's put you over here. All right. So I need room for these to do these lashes. Y'all like, girl, it ain't that serious, child. All right. So I'm looking in the mirror over here. Y'all put it. And I'm great. Put it on backwards again. Wait a minute. Okay. Yeah, I was going to put them on backwards again. I want y'all to see me. Sorry for that light. Sorry. And then with my arm up, you're not gonna be able to see it anyway. Probably not, and I apologize. So get it on the inside corner. I can't put them on yourself. I imagine it'll be way easier than putting them on. Way easier putting them on someone else. And so this is it, y'all. I mean, I don't like this inside band parting all the way down. The last time I put one on, I was further in. I'm just trying to, and you know, I have that thing here. And this is why I usually don't like lashes on people because they'll just leave it like that. Or it may be down, like it may be adhering to their skin, but then throughout the day that side might pop up and it's very noticeable it's a fake lash. Like that's very noticeable that that's not my lashes. You know what I mean? And so that's one reason I never messed with lashes. Number one, actually, I couldn't imagine myself going at my eye with a pair of tweezers like people would do quite often. And I'm like, I ain't going near my eye with no tweezers because y'all know I'm clumsy. I didn't come in far enough because the last time I did it, it wasn't noticeable. I apologize for that clear, y'all. Shit. All right, let's do that. You know what? What else do I have? I don't want that glare. Is this going to stay up here? Nope. I apologize, y'all. I don't know what to... Okay, let's try it this way. So it's just this inside piece that's not... This band is really thick, too. These came with the kit, of course. So, and it's even hard, because these are so long and flu, which is my word for fluffy, is that it's hard to even get under here. Because I definitely don't want to pinch my skin. It's definitely easier putting them on other people. And the last thing we're going to do, yeah. So we are going to hold the band, which distorts my vision. This is not, and what I thought to get, and I'm like, girl, stop buying stuff, was one of those mascara guards where they just put the mascara guard behind the lashes and then just brush up on the lashes. And then no mascara gets on their skin, like up here in this area. But then I'm like, girl, you've been buying too much stuff. Another reason why I like Mehron is because their stuff lasts at least 3 years, or at least 30 months. And so, especially for the sell price too, because I don't want to have to be buying the same basic stuff every year. I do have some Hourglass face palettes. This whole inside just lifted up. Because I wouldn't want to put that for my kit. Because then I would have to repurchase whatever they come out with. This inside is popped all the way up. I would have to repurchase it every year. Now for me, like I would keep using it. But if it's something for the kit, we are supposed to get rid of stuff when it says get rid of it. And I know a lot of people don't. I am going to do an inventory. So instead of putting labels on the products, this is mine though, I can look in my book and see like when something is due to be tossed. So we can turn this light off now. Oh, this light is nice. If y'all saw that chair was only $46 and some change, y'all, and that chair is nice. I was like, what? Yeah, I was proud of that chair. I didn't put the ring light together yet, of course, because my day has been just doing stuff. But so this is what we have. We have the tame cheerleader side. Thank you, Sarah. Yeah, this right here, this inside piece is not sticking. And once it dries, y'all. Cause look, like I am on my face, and it ain't moving. I do got some pink on my hands though, but so it is a little smudge down here. And they have a spray, but I'm not even gonna bother using the spray. This is to seal it in, but it ain't really moving too much. Thank you, Sarah. Yeah, I got it on better before when I did the mad cow disease one. Because I had it further in, and so this piece wasn't noticeable popping up. But this thing, look how big this is. Pretty sealed already, says Jenna. Yes. So I'm like not even going to. I do have a little bit of pink from this side. Was it? Yeah, this side. But looking at the face, you can't tell. I see a little bit down here, but and this has a little bit down here, but really you can't really tell. So like it does stay. So this is it, y'all. Thank you so much. I don't know what I'm gonna do next, but I am gonna practice on Hector and Ronnie. Because that's actually easier working on other people because I'm this way instead of this way. I do like this side. It's basic. It was easy. Learning experience with this. Make sure the brush doesn't go underneath the stencil because that's why it doesn't look as crisp as this because this is very crisp. This ain't crisp. And this side was fun. Learning experience with the white paint. Give it a dry so it does. It's super quick. Put it on, let it stay patchy, let it get dry, which only takes less than a minute, and then use the sponge just in small areas at a time. Because the further I went, the more it was pulling up the product. And so I appreciate y'all being here with me to learn. And as I thought, though, even though some of it still looks a little patchy, because there's other stuff to look at, I think it takes away, it distracts from the patchy parts. You know what I mean? What is that? My hairline. Okay, y'all. So we are going to go. Thank you so much for being here. And I do like this lash. I mean, it doesn't look like, what the fuck is that? And I think it's because I put the white mascara on it. So it does, the inside part, you can tell it's not real. But from back here, though, it still don't look real. Nobody lashes ain't that thick. But what I could do, right? Put one up here and put one down here, like upside down. Yeah, that would be fun. You can do a geisha makeup too with that white. Yeah, you can do anything with these shades. And I do see why there's 3 whites in here. This is the one that we used in, well, you can't probably see it because this is dirty, but there is a serious dip in this pan. Like it's a serious ass dip in that pan. And this is the first look we've done with it. And that was only half a face. So I'm glad it's in there. Like clockwork orange. Yeah, but I like it though. I'm gonna use that for a screenshot. Well, now it's brighter, so let me see. I needed to light up so I can take a, but you know what? I'll do that after this. I do like it, y'all. Thank you for being here with me to experiment with this and to learn all the things I'm learning doing this. And I'm excited for whatever I'm gonna do next. I'm gonna do more circus stuff in preparation for the circus theme event. So, but after that, we're gonna just do some weird shit. So thank you for being here, y'all. We'll be back here Thursday. Is today Thursday? Today's Monday. I don't know what we're doing on Thursday. The palette I've been waiting for, it's said on the 12th that it departed from a distribution center in New Jersey. And the tracking has not moved since then. And I'm like, okay, where it came from in Jersey is only maybe 4 hours away. So I'm like, it's got to be en route, like somewhere. Like, where the hell is this damn truck? But so I did reschedule that for next Monday because I don't want to keep moving it if it don't come Thursday or Wednesday. But Thank you, Alicia. Yeah, these colors show up. They kind of blend together over the white. I do really like the simplicity of this, but part of me wants to do more. But I'm really digging it. So we are going to go. What else was I going to say? Oh, I don't know what we're going to do Thursday yet. I'll think of something and I will post it. Well, I'll schedule it and it should come up in your notifications if they're on. And so we're going to go for tonight, y'all. Thank you again. I really like this. And I love the split face. I really do. Because it's like, oh, then it's like, oh, damn. Then it's like, oh, I'm talking too much. This white makes my teeth look yellow. Ah, my thigh just cramped up. Yeah, it makes my teeth look yellow. So we're going to go, y'all. Thank you. It hurts. So thank you, y'all, for being. I'm trying to massage it. Okay, wait. Yeah, I know people be like that. My clown one, the last clown one. I think that's the one that airs tomorrow. That has. I said before, it had over. It was like 1,000 views. Now it has like 1 point something K views. And there's another one I did for something that has like over 1,000 views. Because my regular makeup stuff, I might get like 100 something views, 600, 500 views. But these ones, people are watching them. All right, y'all. We're really going to go. We'll be back here Thursday. I don't know what we're doing. Good night, everybody. The cramp. So I'll see you Thursday, y'all. Thank you again so much. I appreciate y'all being here to help me learn new stuff. And so, as always, self-acceptance, self-love. That is the Crazy Troll Nation way. What's after that? I think that's it, right? Self-acceptance, self-love. That is the Crazy Troll Nation way. Thank you. You'll see me soon. Yeah, that's it. That's it. All right. So, all right, we're gonna go. Bye, everybody. I am so weird.